My name is Wendy. I am so excited to be here with you today, and I am so honored that Rhonda asked me to share with you about recruiting. I've been a Creating Success member for many years, and I did take a small break and realized very quickly that I couldn't survive without Rhonda. So Rhonda has been an amazing mentor for me, and she has definitely been an integral part of me having the success that I've had with Stampin' Up. One of the very first things that Rhonda taught me was the importance of recruiting. And I really hate even using the word recruiting because I feel like it kind of has a negative connotation, sounding as if we're recruiting somebody into something. And it sounds, I don't know, a little bit creepy or icky. So I prefer saying adding new family members or team members because that's really what my group is. So I have over 180 Lovely Stamping team members, and that's the name of our team, is the Lovely Stampers. And there are people all over the United States that are part of my team, which is so exciting and amazing. And I have achieved the title of Platinum over the last year with Stampin' Up. Now I share this with you for the same reason Rhonda shares these things with you. It's not to boast or toot my own horn, but to share with you that these methods really work. And honestly, what it comes down to is just sharing what you love. I could give you every tip and piece of advice that you could ever want on how I've built a business and how I've recruited and what I do with my team. But the truth of the matter is, it honestly comes down to being excited, enthusiastic, and sharing what you love. So maybe some of you need some tips on how that works or what that looks like. I think one of the first things always to remember is that sharing the opportunity with people of being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator is not pushy and it's not annoying. It's actually really thoughtful and kind. And I feel like there's this huge misconception out there about direct sales because there are some really hard selling, tough selling direct sell companies, but Stampin' Up! Is not one of those. We really are an industry of loving and caring for people. And so when you are telling somebody about purchasing the starter kit, which by the way is the way I word it, so you might want to jot that down. That's a notable. I always say purchase the starter kit rather than join my team or join Stampin' Up. Because really all they're doing in the beginning is purchasing the starter kit. They don't know what they're about to become part of. And so when you make it too big of a deal, it becomes too big of a deal, and then sometimes it scares people away. So with that being said, I always encourage people to purchase the starter kit because I know it's what's best for them. I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that they're going to save money. They're going to love being part of my exclusive Facebook group, which by the way, if you don't have one of those for your team, you really need to create one. And I also know that they are going to incredibly enjoy being part of the bigger Stampin' Up! Community because it is a community. And I feel like by not telling people about the starter kit, you're robbing them of the opportunity to experience that joy. So if you're part of Stampin' Up! And you love it, and you love being part of Rhonda's group, and you love being part of the team Facebook group maybe that you're part of, or maybe you have team events, or maybe you just go to these fun stamping things and you would like to have a bigger community of women or men to go with, then you need to reach out and tell people about the opportunity that's before them. They don't know it exists if you don't tell them. So the way I might tell somebody about a starter kit opportunity would be to literally just say to them, hey, I see that you're spending $100 today. If you'd like to save 20% on that, I have an awesome deal for you. So you can purchase the starter kit and you'll get essentially 20% off this order. Now, if you're watching this during celebration, which is usually January through March, then that means there's usually an extra special offer happening. Right now in 2019, we have a really phenomenal offer that I have to say beats all offers that I've ever seen Stampin' Up! Give. We have a little bit of time left, and there's no reason that you could not reach out and ask people if they would be interested in purchasing the starter kit from you. Now, some people get weird about giving a social security number or having to provide information, or they say, but I'm signing up to be a demonstrator. So the way I tackle those things is this. First of all, I have had a couple of people in my Stampin' Up! Career simply not sign up due to the fact that they have to provide their social security number. That's okay. Sometimes you're gonna lose people to that reason, and it's a weird reason in my book. But one of the things I've told a couple of people who have signed up anyway is that honestly, Social Security Administration keeps your social security number in a computer. So if you're afraid of having your social security information out on the internet, it's already there. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. And I also reassure them that Stampin' Up! Has been in business for 30 years. They have a great security system, and you don't have to worry about those things. Believe it or not, this issue comes up for me more often than I'd like to admit. So it is something that I have to think thoughtfully about and give them some security and safety in knowing there's no worries there. Another one that I often get is, I don't want to be a demonstrator because I don't want to have to sell things. Great, you don't have to. That's what I tell them. Like, you literally don't have to sell a thing. You can just place your own orders and get a 20% discount on them. Now, they say to me a lot of times, that sounds too good to be true. And I say to them, well, are you a Costco member? Or are you a Sam's Club member? Most of us have a membership to those places, or if we don't have one personally, we know somebody who does. You're essentially buying a membership to purchase at a less expensive price. That's all you're doing. So I really encourage people to think that process through and just say, you know, if you belong to Costco, you're paying a membership fee, which by the way, you're not getting anything in return for. You're just paying that fee every month, meaning you're not getting a product in your hand when you pay that fee. You're getting the exclusive right to shop in their store at a discount and buy in bulk. Now, the same goes for Stampin' Up!, but the difference is when you buy our starter kit, you're getting product. You get to choose more product than you're paying for. It's an amazing deal. In addition to that, I like to always reassure people when they say to me, and this is a big one, but there's a $300 quarterly minimum. How am I going to meet that? Okay, so I say to them, here's the deal. If they're a customer that they've been a customer for a while, I can look back over their records and know how much they're spending with me. Oftentimes, they're already spending that much money. So I say to them, I hate to tell you this, but you've spent that much money in the last 3 quarters. So you would have been saving 20% on those orders. Now, in the event that they're new and they haven't been purchasing from me, I say to them, you know what, just try it out for a while. And if you aren't interested and you don't stay active, it's okay. The Stampin' Up! Police are not gonna come arrest you, I promise. You just go back to being my customer. And that usually relieves them enough that they're like, okay, that works. I'll go ahead and purchase the starter kit because it's a better deal. Now, all of this being said, I want you to know from my heart of hearts that when I am offering people the starter kit, it is because I know it's the best thing for them. It is the best deal for their money. They are going to love being part of our community, and they are going to super love being a part of the Stampin' Up! World. So my goal is always to just get their foot in the door, and once they're there, my work begins on what to do next to keep them there. Some people are just gonna stay naturally because they love our product and they love what they're doing with us and they love being part of the group. Other people are a little more hesitant, meaning sometimes they don't like to be on Facebook, or maybe they're not gonna be involved in certain things. For me personally, I'm an all online demonstrator. So it is an obstacle for me when somebody doesn't do Facebook, and that has happened, or they're not interested in participating in online events. That is a struggle. But if you are an in-person demonstrator, which honestly is the way to go, then you will have the ability to invite them to a team event every month that will keep them excited and get them excited about stamping and being part of your your tribe. Okay. All right. So those are kind of like the myths and the debunkers and how to go about it. And then I also wanted to talk about a couple of tools. So this is one that I'm sure you've seen. It's called Be Part of Something Amazing, and it is our recruiting brochure. I highly recommend purchasing a lot of these. They're really inexpensive. I promise you that it would cost you twice what Stampin' Up! Is selling these for, if not more, to make these yourself and get them printed. So just buy them from Stampin' Up! They utilize this space here on the back to put a label that has your information. So it should have your name, your phone number, your email address, and your website and or Facebook if you have one or the other or both. I put all that information on the back of everything that I send out. The other thing is you can put labels throughout the inside, pointing them out to different things. This is going to be a great way to get information out to them so that they can see what kind of opportunity you're providing and what Stampin' Up's providing. So I highly recommend getting these, and you can send them with customer thank you cards. A great little note to attach to the front of this would say something like, thank you so much for purchasing with me last month. I noticed that you purchased almost $100 in product. If you are interested in purchasing the starter kit, here's a little bit of information about it. It would save you 20% on all your orders if you purchase the starter kit. Just plant the seed, leave it out there, let them know about it. They may or may not join. If they don't join, that is not a no forever. It's just a no for right now. And this would be a very, very soft sell, very, very soft way to approach recruiting if recruiting scares you. If you are one of the people that looks at recruiting like, oh my gosh, it's this terrifying thing, I don't want to talk to anybody about it, this is a great tool for you because you can put a note on here and send it out, and that gives you an opportunity to let them know about it without having to put on that face and go out and do it in their face, basically. Ask them right away. This gives you an opportunity to kind of lay the groundwork. Then if you don't hear anything from them, you can say, hey, did you get that flyer that I sent you? There was some really great information in there. It was with your customer thank you card. I really would love for you to save 20% every month. So those are some things you can talk about. Okay, so another huge issue with recruiting that I see is people, demonstrators, get scared that they're going to lose their customers. This is what I hear more often than anything else is I don't want to recruit because I'm going to lose my customers. That's okay. If you're thinking about yourself, you're worrying about losing your customers. If you're thinking about them, you're thinking about how can I give them a better opportunity and a better experience? And that's by purchasing the starter kit. How can I give them a discount every single time they order? Purchasing the starter kit. But if you're focusing on you and you're worrying about you, then you're going to think about, oh my gosh, I'm going to lose customers, and what is that going to do to me? So instead, I would encourage you to think this way. I am going to build an amazing team of women and men who are going to be able to have this fun community to stamp with, do things with, go to on stage with, hopefully earn some trips with. I have my first, well, she's my second person to earn a vacation. I have somebody else who earns my vacations regularly, the Stampin' Up! Vacation regularly, but she doesn't attend. So I've got another gal who has just earned a vacation, and she is going to Greece, and I'm so excited. So it gives you an opportunity to have a tribe when you go places, and it's so wonderful to have that. There's nothing like going to an onstage experience and having a team full of people with you that are just on fire, excited, getting as excited about a stamp set as you are, because let's face it, we can't get that excited with our families. Am I right? Like, my husband really doesn't care about a new stamp set coming out, but my team members do. And it's so fun to have those people in my life that can share in the same type of excitement that I share in. So that being said, I kind of got sidetracked there. Creating a family of stampers or team of stampers is super amazing and fun. And I highly, highly, highly recommend it. You will not ever regret the experience that you have once you create a team, okay? So back to what I was saying, recruiting the customer. I'm scared to lose the customer, so let me help you with that. When a customer becomes a team member, they often still go to your classes and attend your events. You may not be getting orders from them, but now they've moved over into an area where they might be paying a class fee. The other thing is you have the opportunity to have them help you with your classes so it can grow. And maybe they can get customers, which will help them advance in title, which gives them flex points, which gives you flex points. And it's like this beautiful thing that happens, right? Now, if you're thinking, okay, that's great, but I've still lost the customer. Okay, I have a solution. Just keep getting new customers. They're all out there, I promise you. So do some things like bring a friend incentive. If you've recruited a bunch of people from your classes and you need new people coming in, do a bring a friend incentive in your class. Tell people if they bring a friend, they get to choose a little grab bag. In that grab bag, you could fill it with retired goodies, or you could make a stack of handmade cards and give it away to them and their friend. Totally up to you how you want to do that. And Rhonda has tons of great tips and information for bringing in new customers. But you should always be in a way of bringing in the new so that when you recruit and you have new people joining your team, it's very easy for you to replace those people with customers that are purchasing product. And then it all starts over again. You recruit those people, which means you need new customers. I promise you, it's totally possible. I know it seems scary and it seems hard. And I know sometimes it feels daunting or overwhelming because, hello, I get it. I'm online, so I have to trust that people are gonna find my channel. I have to trust that people are gonna find my YouTube, my blog, me on Pinterest, all these different things to bring new people to me. But it happens. It happens and they join and they purchase from me, and I just trust in that process. And in the meantime, I work really, really hard. So that's another really important piece. You have to work. You have to go out there and let people know that you exist, and you have to share the opportunity with people, and you have to talk with people. I think the biggest thing that I see with people who struggle is they spend a lot of time focusing on what they're going to do and not doing anything. So please, if I can give you one piece of advice from this, please make sure that you're putting your steps into action. So if you're writing a to-do list down, take action on that to-do list. It will help you move forward, and it will help you recruit and achieve your goals. Okay, so the last thing I want to leave you with, and I think it's probably one of the most important things, is you need to have a vision of what it is you want. Do you want a team of 100 people? Do you want a team of 10? Do you want a team that has 3 levels? How many people do you want to recruit every month? Write these things down, focus on them, meditate on them, think about them. Recognize and realize that until you put out there what you want, you probably won't get it. So when I say put it out there, I mean writing it down, thinking about it, going, okay, I really want to grow my team. Here's what I'm going to do. Here's my to-do list and my actions, my action steps. And here's what I want. I want 4 recruits every month. By the end of the Stampin' Up! Year, I want to have 30 team members. I want 10 of them to be in my first level, 10 in my second, and 10 in my third. Whatever it is that you want, speak it into existence. I know that sounds like mumbo jumbo. I promise you, I know how it sounds. But I'm telling you, from my mouth to God's ear, it is the truth. If you will speak some positivity over your business, and you will focus on the positive and focus on achieving goals that you've written down, it will happen. But you have to write them down. That is the key to it. You have to write it down, and then you have to take action. So I hope that's not too harpy, but that is the truth. It's the truth. So I hope that you all have found this helpful. I feel like recruiting is a taboo subject that people are often really scared to do and scared of, but it shouldn't be, because literally all you're doing is offering people a discount on product. That's it. It is that simple. So I hope that this has helped you some. If you have any questions, always feel free to reach out to me. You can reach me through Rhonda's Facebook group, because I am part of that, or private message me or reach me on YouTube, however you want. And I hope that this has been valuable for you. I really pray and hope for everybody's business that it grows and you get out of it exactly what you want. Again, I want to thank Rhonda for giving me this opportunity to share with you. And I want to thank her for all the amazing things she's done to help so many people grow a thriving, successful business. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.